When discussing motion, the term inertia is quite often used. Newton's first law of motion, quite often people call it the law of inertia. What I personally suggest, whenever you see the word inertia, think of it as mass. If you think of it as mass, you should be able to answer most of the questions that talk about inertia. So when we think about mass, what does that mean? More mass means more inertia. Objects with more mass, more inertia, are more difficult to accelerate. That's when you talk of Newton's second law of motion, there is an inverse relationship between mass and acceleration. So more mass, more difficult to accelerate. So more mass, more difficult to change their state of motion. More difficult to change their state of motion, that's why they usually relate inertia to Newton's first law of motion. Essentially to say that objects are going to keep their same state of motion unless we have a net force acting on them. Okay, but as simply, just take this. Inertia is mass. Think of them as the same thing. When you see a question that asks about inertia, replace the word inertia by mass, and you should be able to easily answer it.